Maduro offered everything in his country, all the natural resources. He even recorded a message to you in English recently, offering mediation. What should we do in order to stop that?
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
You see the caption they put? Go back up. F around and find out.
This guy is ending wars, guys.
Well, I'm going to be the one that's going to say it, but he ended these wars before, and then we look up, it happened again, some of them.
The Ukraine and Russia.
Ukraine never came to an agreement.
Yeah, they're finna have a sit down.
No, they did not.
They're having a sit down.
Bro, they already had a sit down, and Russia bombed them again.
No, I don't think it was an actual sit down. Like
they were
had
trying.
An agreement. They didn't have a sit down.
But still, he's working. He can't force them to stop. All he can do is do everything he can. That's what he's doing.
He's the mediator, but I'm just saying some of this stuff happened.
No other president can get it done.
Hopefully, but who else? He the only man that's gonna get the job done.
Facts.
Exactly.
He's way over any president.
For the most peaceful, and that makes sense because Obama was blowing stuff up.
Well, we went to war. That was the first time when Obama came in office, that was the first time in my life I ever seen my mama went to war. And she been in the military for almost 25 years.
But I don't know. Did Bush ever end? Do you think Biden ended a war? Biden started wars because he was stupid. But do you think Biden ended any wars? No. I don't know of anybody that ended wars. I ended 8 of them. And it's going to be 9. I think we're going to have this one done hopefully soon. But I'll be meeting him.
8 wars is crazy.
All right, so basically it was a guy in Hamas that Biden granted a visa, and that's insane, guys. And they're basically, he's in Louisiana right now.
Oh, that ain't the state to be in.
So they're on Hamas ass right now.
They gonna get you.
Actually, they just deployed some troops to Israel. They not playing with Hamas right now.
Oh, they're not at all.
Y'all want to hear something that's crazy? I heard that Louisiana is the next state they might send a national.
I saw that too.
Not mad at that.
Not at all.
And he's saving lives, and then we got people outside doing crazy shit like this. I actually couldn't believe it, guys.
Is this a pride parade?
This is in front of the ICE facility.
These are the people who believe in furries.
Bro, they're getting paid. Some of these people are getting paid.
They are not, bro. They just have the woke mind virus.
Some of them are.
No, it's literally some of them get paid like $80,000, $90,000 a year.
They did just come out and say
I bet that's 30% of them.
Nah, it's actually more than you think it is.
Depends
That's
on
my
what
opinion.
city.
That's my opinion.
Depends on the city.
Out there, I said Portland. In Portland, they doing that for free.
Nah, they getting the bag out there.
Yeah,
It's the wokest
believe so,
city in the world, probably.
Because, like, how are you surviving if you're protesting every day?
They living off the state. In the liberal states, you can live off the state.
Bro, people are paying them, bro.
But look, though, guys. This is about the stuff Donald Trump is doing. So if you look up the stuff he's actually done, some of the stuff is actually like not even on headlines. He literally advanced a defense deal with Canada.
Yep.
Didn't know that. Didn't know that at all.
And Finland. But
you know what blew my mind, guys? People were crying about the tariffs. The tariffs now have generated over $190 billion in revenue. But guess what? Guess what? They were crying about, he doesn't care about women. Guess what? Most of the money that's going from the tariffs are going to?
WIC. Wow.
Women and children.
Wow.
And SNAP. So let's not use the taxpayer dollars to fund SNAP. Let's get it from revenue that we receive from other countries to fund SNAP.
But no, that's not enough because we're not giving WIC to the illegals.
Guys, this is what happens when you vote for a president who knows what he's doing business-wise. You got to vote for a businessman president because he does good business.
I want to find this picture of Donald Trump with the fade. He had waves, bro. Because this right here is making me think about this, guys. This right here blew my mind.
My name is Braylon, and I live here in Memphis. I've been noticing not just a slight change, more of a detrimental change in like how peaceful Memphis is ever since the National Guard came. There was a lot of things I couldn't do before the National Guard came because I had to worry a lot about guns and stuff. I couldn't play because I was worried that somebody might pull out a gun or something, but now I could do that. And I just wanted to thank the President of the United States for bringing the National Guard.
You can tell by the way he talks and articulates himself that he was raised right.
And it's just so many people in Memphis and in these Democrat cities that are saying the same thing, guys. Kids are on the street playing with their bikes now. Look at this, bro. They said these kids would never be out there.
All I want to say is, Trump, you're doing your big thing, man. We got the kids back outside on their bikes. The lawnmower's back going, the dog's back barking. Memphis is looking real good out here, man. Hey, man, you did your big one, man.
I'm telling you, bro, a lot of the people with sense, they're happy. That's again, I've
non-criminals.
said it 1,000 times. Exactly. The only people who are upset about it is the criminals or the people who are just woke.
Democrats destroyed Memphis. And is it looking as such, guys? It is. The kids, why the kids back outside? Why is the kids back outside? Gold is hit its all-time high, guys.
7% in a week.
Yeah, gold is up 7% in a week. And we have went from 3 years ago, this is crazy, at this price point to this price point.
Dang. Also, didn't the S&P hit an all-time high after the tariffs as well?
So, I mean,
Man.
guys, you got to get online assets. This is crazy because, we've been seeing a trend of a lot of money being made in this presidency. I looked up the top 3 presidents that people made the most money from in the stock market. And Donald Trump was in the top 3.
Well, that makes sense. So this will be a good time to get into stocks, no?
No, it definitely is, guys. Hey, we've been making money in the stock market. During the tariff time, people were going crazy. So, you can look at it pretty much any stock. And it's been a big, huge trend. Everybody's been talking about it. There are people are almost saying, look, people are basically saying Donald Trump is hacking the stock market. But now, Andrew Tate even said right here, everybody was crying about, how Bitcoin is going down right now, correct?
Yeah.
So people are saying that Bitcoin is going to plummet down really bad. Then they said it's going to spike really crazy, guys.
Yeah, this might be a good time to get some Bitcoin, actually.
So,
I might get some.
It's a good time to invest, period, guys. Okay, guys, so we have this friend. He has told us some information that absolutely blew our minds to the point that I was like, this is how people are getting rich, guys. And it's something that people weren't allowed, regular people like you and I or us, weren't allowed to do, guys. Only rich people were allowed to do this. So now, guys, this technology is allowing us to do this stuff. And he's going to explain it, guys, because it blew my mind. Like, we trade stocks and we were making money during the tariffs and we were like, wow, this is like crazy. Like, if this continues, we can make a lot of money. But, now it's just up, down, trending, different trends. But this guy right here, his people that follow what he does, makes money all the time. How much do they make?
I think they did something like $500 to $30,000, guys. And this is not bull. Like, you can Google him, look at the reviews on him. There are plenty of testimonials about this company and this guy. He is an absolute expert. So we had to sit him down and talk to him.
Yeah, guys. Look, I'll be real, guys. This information truly blew my mind. I've never heard anything like this, guys. I'm excited about it. We're going to be there. Hey, guys, I would really watch this, guys. If literally, just take time to watch this, guys. I promise you, it will blow your mind.
All right, guys, we're here with Mark from Neos. He's a really cool guy, a good friend. He has a really cool story about how he got into investing and learning how to do stocks. Quickly, Mark, give us a quick summary about how you learned to do this stuff.
Yeah, man. First off, it's great to be with you guys. So, like most people, I didn't have an education in trading growing up. In fact, I was told, it's only for rich people. It's too risky. Avoid it, right? And the way my mind works, if it's for rich people, I want to do it. I was an entrepreneur. Everything around me was crashing in 2007, 2008, like most people. And a friend of mine invited me to go to Texas from Sarasota, Florida. So I flew out to Tyler, Texas, sat in a stock trading seminar. I had $20,000 to my name. I bought a $10,000 course, started implementing it, and turned $10,000 into $50,000 in 6 months.
Wow.
And then the company found out about it about 2 or 3 months later, and they invited me to come on and start teaching people how to do this. And I actually worked with them for a while, started creating education with them. And from there, in 2019, we created our own company, which is Neos.
Man,
but this was something that totally wasn't on my radar, at all.
Wow, you took a huge risk with that one.
I was young, I wasn't married, it was my shot, right? So I was 27 years old. And I was like, if I'm going to take a shot, I need to take a shot. So I did, and it worked.
Paid off, man. Okay, guys.
It changed my life.
Talking to Mark a little bit, guys, most people know it's like, the average person knows it's like 2 types of trading. Regular trading, some people know about option trading. But Mark has told us something called futures that he can explain to you, that he says that it's options on steroids, guys. Never heard of this. It's the craziest thing I've ever heard, guys. Tell us a little bit about that, Mark.
All right, so there's a lot of different styles of trading. One style of day trading is called futures trading. And so if you understand share trading, where you get into something and you're looking to make maybe 5 or 10% return on a share trade, you can leverage that with an option. An option trade kind of gives you a little bit more leverage, where you're making probably 7x that. You might make 35, 50% return. Futures trading would be leveraging that again where you're making hundreds of percentages return. And so you can take a little bit of money and just crush it.
Man, that is so crazy because like we just found out about option trading. What was it like this year?
About 2 years ago.
Yeah. So like during the tariff war, like we were putting in options and it was, you know, it's going up and down. It was going crazy. And I've never seen that amount of money like that fast in a day. Went to like, I might have put in like $1,000 and seen like $2,000 that fast. So the fact that you're telling me that I could almost, you said double or triple what I made in that option, that shit blows my mind, bro.
Yeah. Okay, so with the futures, is it a really high risk thing? Because typically with stocks, I feel like you have to risk a lot of money in order to make a lot of money. But the way you're explaining this, it seems like you can make a lot of money. So will you have to risk a lot as well?
Now, that's a great question, man. So you can open a futures brokerage account that is exclusively for futures. And as long as you don't hold overnight, so futures are pretty much for day trading. As long as you don't hold overnight, you're only risking about $450 to $500 per contract. But you can make significantly more than that as it moves in your direction. Okay. Now, like anything, there's risk, obviously, and you need to know what that risk is. So you got to be careful on that. But the upside to it is very significant.
Okay, so do you have any examples of y'all's futures that you risked $500 and made some money off of?
Yeah, I mean, we run a day trade room every single morning at 9:30. I can show you what we actually have done this year if you want me to. Let me pull that up for you guys.
Yeah, let's see it.
All right, so this is my 2025 results, and I've just got the quarters pulled up for you. But we called all of these trades out live in our trading room. And you can see like Q1, we had about a 70% win rate, 69.95 to be precise. 72% win rate in Q2. Q3 was almost 71. And we ended up making right around $10,900, $10,495, $8,000. And I actually missed the whole last 2 weeks of July. So we've made about $29,500 in futures trading, risking about $500 per contract on that.
So from
like
500, hold on, Mark. Hold on, Mark.
Y'all seeing this?
Hold on, Mark.
Y'all seeing this?
Hold on, Mark. From $500 to almost $30,000.
Sound unbelievable right now, man.
Yeah. And again, futures. So let me show you an actual month, though. How about that, right?
Hold on.
So like if I were just to pull up May, if I just pulled up the month of May, like you can see in here, these are the trades. We don't win every single time. Like right here, we lost. Like this is a $350 losing day, right? So you are going to have the losers, but overall in a month, trading 1 hour a day, we made $3,965.
This information, right? So you have like a community aspect to where people will call out these trades and tell each other like, hey, do this one. Hey, do that one. Is that what you were talking about? Where y'all flipped that 500 to 30,000? Was that in there?
100%. So in our community, we offer 2 live trading rooms. And so this is day trading. Futures is exclusively day trading. We do that room from 9:30 to 10:30 every day. We call the trades out. We literally say, if this happens, we're getting in. If this happens, we're taking profit. If this happens, we're getting out with a loss. And we lay the trade out right there in real time. In fact, today in one of the rooms, I told everybody, all right, let's watch this. If this breaks, we're dropping. This is going to be about $1,000 trade. Sure enough, boom, market was dropping, hit it, took some profit at about 500, kept dropping, took the rest of the profit at about 350 on the last one, made right around $1,000, 850 to $1,000 in 5 minutes today.
So what happened if you don't even know anything about trading at all? Is there any way you could also teach that as well to the common person?
Absolutely. So we're hosting what's coming up called the Secret Sauce webinar. And the reason we named it that is because everyone kind of has this secret sauce, right? Like, you know, your grandmother makes a meal. What's her secret key to the recipe? The stock market itself has a secret sauce, and it's how price moves. And no one talks about that. And so in this webinar, I'm actually going to show you exactly how price moves. And it doesn't matter, Taj, if you're trading stocks, if you're trading options, if you're trading crypto, if you're trading currency, if you're trading futures, they all move the exact same way. And we're going to show you what that looks like on this webinar.
Okay. And when exactly is the webinar again, just so I can remember?
Webinar is coming up Thursday, October 23rd at 4 p.m. or we're going to do an encore version if you can't make it during the day because you work. Man, we get that. Saturday, October 25th at 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Okay. And we will be there as well, guys, because I want to learn how to make this money. Like that 530,000 is stuck in my brain.
Yeah.
I can't stop thinking about that.
500?
That's outrageous.
Like, most of the time, you can maybe, on a huge one, you can make 1,500. Like, on a big, like, on a couple days of, couple months of an option, maybe.
Yeah.
That's a win, But this right here is just mind blowing. And I knew it was something else that traders were doing. Because I used to see people like, oh, I'm making this to this. But I'm like, how are they doing that? Is it options? But that's why Mark, you really just brought it to light.
Mark, you said this is a free webinar, right?
Yeah, it's all you got to do is register, and you can go to freecartierticket.com, register. And when you show up, we're going to give you a free gift. It was the book I wrote called Understanding the Matthew Effect, which is a principle in the Bible where Jesus says, to him who has shall be given more. He who doesn't have will be taken away. Y'all ever heard that?
Yes.
Right. We say it this way in our society. The rich get richer, the poor get poorer.
Yeah.
But if Jesus said it, it's a spiritual law. God is so good, he gives us keys to tap into that law. So if you come to this, not only are you going to learn the secret sauce of the stock market, we're going to give you God's playbook on how to multiply your wealth and things that you can do so that you can be the rich getting richer.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So for someone like me who doesn't know too much about stocks, I know the basics. Could I just pretty much follow the stocks and the trades that y'all call out for the people who just know more than me, and I could just do what they do?
Absolutely. So in this training, what's cool about it is it doesn't just work for futures, it works for stocks. So we like to meet people where they're at. If you're brand new and you come to this, you're going to walk away with so much knowledge than you would have before. It's going to be like cramming a year's worth of knowledge into an hour and a half for you. But if you have some skills, right? I know you guys already trade options. You got a little bit of skill under your belt. That next future step, man, you're going to have some light bulbs going off in your head. So it doesn't matter where you're at in your journey. You're going to walk away with something you can implement coming out of that webinar. In fact, we got a guy named Keith. He showed up to a webinar we hosted like this about a year ago. He messaged me. He is making like $14,000 in a month using this same strategy.
But how much?
14 grand.
How
Now,
much
I don't know how much it was risky. But he was like,
But that's still good.
these were all the trade call outs. It wasn't just futures, but like it was shares of Tesla, options in Tesla, options in RCAT.
Yeah.
Right. So he's implementing the entire spectrum of strategy that we offer.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the secret sauce, basically, is what you're saying.
That's it.
Wow, man.
No, and you're right, because it's like that light bulb was going off in my head when we were just trading options. So when the fact that you said that in like literally 10 seconds, when you said it was something called futures and you showed us, that light bulb sparked, because I was like, hold on, this might be actually it right here. This is how we go actually create financial freedom right here, guys. This is crazy, guys. Everybody has to see this.
Yeah.
And you guys have to be there.
Yeah, we'll put the link to the webinar below. We'll be there as well. I think that this is cool because it has something for everyone. Like if you want to do stocks, you can learn how to do stocks. If you want to learn how to do options, you can learn how to do options. If you want to learn how to do futures, you can learn how to do futures. Or if you just want to tell the people who know more than you, you can do that as well. So I think that's really cool. Y'all offer a lot of stuff. The knowledge that you can get from this webinar is just like, wow. Who wouldn't want to go? And it's free. So like, who would not want to learn this stuff for free?
I'm pumped. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm actually I'm excited.
I want to get up here today. I'm pumped, guys.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Okay, so the date, again, October the 23rd, 4 p.m. Eastern, and then the following day, right? The 24th?
That's Saturday.
That's Saturday.
The following Saturday.
Okay.
The following Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern. And so we'll be at both of them. So come hang out with us, hang out with Mark, learn how to make some money, and I'm looking forward to it, man. Mark, thank you so much for this.
Hey, man, I appreciate you guys.